Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In here, I will present about real animation learning with appointing a Majapahit figure for improving the memory of elementary school children. On this occasion, I don't forget to thank my supervisor, Miss Rini. In this presentation, I will explain 3 chapters. In chapter 1, I will explain about introduction. Background of the study, education. First, basically education is a systematic process of maturation and independence of humans, so that they are ready to live responsibility. Second, the importance of education cannot be overestimated as it is the key to a bright and successful future. And technology. First, in this pandemic period, many new technology have emerged that have changed the current world order. Therefore, technology can help the development of education. Technology also play a role in making it easier to carry out activities. One of the elementary school that has not utilized technology well is Mojalapa Elementary School in Jetis, Mojokerto. And problem statement, first, how animated video can improve student memories. And the second, how is the development of student in learning? See, the object of the study, to improve student memory by using animated video, and facilitate the learning process and make it easier for students to understand the material. Significance of the studies, because many children like visual learning using animated video is one of the most suitable media in this era. And in this chapter 2, I will explain about literature review. The first is education, the history of education. Education in Indonesia has existed since 1901. When the Dutch occupied Indonesia at the time, the Dutch established school in Indonesia for the natives. The goal is as a form of effort from the ethical policy that they apply. B. Technology. Technology is here to help humans to do activity easily. Technology also helps in the development of education in the world. And theory about technology, Jerry G. Anglin argued that technology is the application of the behavioral and natural science and other knowledge in a systematic way to solve problem. Meanwhile, according to Faza, technology is a process carried out in an effort to realize something rationally. Animated video, visual content such as video and animation encourage students to interact with concept and content. Video animation especially help instill the lesson in students' mind because they can be as fun as unique as you want to be. And about research gap, the research gap in this case is the relatively short duration of the video and simple animation to facilitate student memory and understanding. And chapter 3 about research method. A context of the study. The research will be carried out at Majalapa Elementary School, Jetis, Mojokerto. And B, source of the data. First, information. Information we gather from English teacher for fourth and third and first graduate student. Second, event in classroom teaching activities. And here about the test. we researcher want to do tests for student. First, about population. Before the sample was collected, the researcher had to determine the population. That the population is formulated as the whole group of people or objects that have been formulated clearly. Based on Creswell, a population is a group individual who have the same characteristic. It means population has at least one characteristic that different it from other group. The population of this study was taken from Majapahit Elementary School in Jetis, Mojokerto. And the sample, according to Sugiono, states that the sample is part of the total and characteristic possessed by the population. It means if the population is very large, it is unlikely that the researcher learned all the exists in the population. The sample of this research was Mojolopa Elementary School, Jetis, Mojokerto. And B. Research instrument. The researcher must use instrument in order to get a better data. The instrument is used by researcher is test. And C. Validity. Validity is a concern with how accurate the test measure and the approach of the test for the subject. And D. Reliability. Reliability is a necessary characteristic of any good test for it to be valid, and a test must be reliable as measuring instrument. According to Array et al., the reliability of measuring instrument is the degree of consistency with which each measures whatever it is measuring. And E, data collecting method. The data collecting method is the method to obtain the data in the research. The method in collecting data of this research is administering tests. The researcher gave twice tests to the student. The first test is pre-test and the second post-test. While there were teaching activities or treatment between both tests. And the last one is data analysis. The data obtained from researcher results student tests that were analyzed quantitatively. Quantitative analysis was done using statistic, which is called statistical analysis. This technique was used to find the significant difference on student vocabulary mastery before after being taught using animated video. The data was collecting from student score in pre-test and post-test. This is the end of my presentation. If there are any error, I'm sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.